Give me
One more night, give me one more day. Now and forever, baby, come what may. One more night, give me one more day. Let me hold you now and please stay. One more night.
Leden van de Staten-Generaal.
Ja. Vooral de generaal. Ja.
wiwibloggs.com. I'm here with Esther Hart. I'm so excited to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I love you so. Give me one more night, give me one more day. Now and forever, baby, come what may.
Yeah.
You know, that song really holds up to the test of time. It's been a very long time, 2003, 15 years.
Yeah.
But I bet you're still singing it all over Europe.
Yeah, I am. Yes, yeah. And, well, today I'm in London, so that's very nice. But, you know, I've been invited in Berlin and Stockholm and, you know, everywhere around Europe. And, of course, in the Netherlands and Amsterdam. And, yeah, the song sticks with you, you know. Once you performed it on Eurovision, it stays with you for the rest of your life. But that's fine. It's a good song.
Do you think Wait for the Moment would have had a similar reaction?
I don't know. You know, I never sang that song live anymore after the recording, you know, and so I'm not sure what it is, what the magic would be with the audience, because I never did that. So.
Did you, at the time though, when you obviously, I mean, Esther Hart is famous for submitting two songs, one to the United Kingdom and one to the Netherlands, and you were shortlisted for both, and you can't do both. No. So that was why you became rather famous, because at that time it was hard enough to get one, you got two.
Yeah, I know. And it's a funny story though, because I had a record deal here in the UK. That's why I've been here a lot, and the guy who wrote the song Wait for the Moment, he's of course the composer, and he sent the song in for the competition, but I didn't even knew that. No, I didn't know that. I only knew it, you know, when I was with the last four or something, and I remember that you had like a pre-round thing on radio, so people could vote and wait for the moment. It went on and to the next round, and then the composer thought, well, maybe I phone her up and say, listen, you're with the last four. But then it was such a coincidence. I just met a friend of mine in the Netherlands, a composer who I knew very well and I did gigs with. And he wrote One More Night, and he said, well, we're still looking for a singer and we're not sure who. And then because he's my friend, I said, well, I come to your studio and I sing it for you, and then you can choose if you want to have a woman or a man who sings the song or whatever. I was just helping him, and he just asked, do you want to do it? And I just said yes, and then I got the phone.
So you must have secretly preferred One More Night.
Well, you know, I wanted to do both. But the BBC didn't want that. So, because that would be a joke, wouldn't it? And it's
a lot of KLM miles shuttling between the two of them.
Yeah. And you know, at the final in 2003, the Netherlands was just before the UK. So I just, you know,
costume change out.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
That would be fun, but you know, it didn't work out that way, and so I had to choose, and then I thought, well, then I choose my own country.
Oh,
sorry.
The Brits lost out. You know, we hope to hear that Wait for the Moment live sometime. You need to debut it live.
Yeah.
You get a lot of gigs all over Europe. It would be good to kind of tease it in Yugoslavia. Well, it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Macedonia, man. We've got to talk about your charity work, because you're a major supporter of Christian charities. You spent some time in prison. Not for any crimes, girls.
No, I have, yeah.
to raise awareness, isn't it? And you ended up reading one of the poems that was composed by...
It's true, yeah. I just told somebody. I told Scott yesterday. We had dinner, and I told him this story.
That's Scott Fitzgerald, UK, 1988.
Because he lived in the Netherlands for a while, and he also performed in a prison once, and he said that was one of the most interesting things that he had done, and I could understand it because I did it once. Yeah, there was a competition, a poem competition, and for people who are in prison, and they can write poems and send it to a radio program. And I was in the jury also, and we picked that we thought was the most beautiful poem. And then a friend of mine wrote it on music, and I sang it for the guy in prison who wrote the poem like a song. Yeah, I was even like 7 or 8 months pregnant at the time, so I was with his belly
brave
singing
woman
for him in prison. It was really special. Yeah, it was. I didn't know what he had done. That was good, you know. I didn't know why he was in prison. But music and art, it connects, and it's, you know, you can create something beautiful for a person at that moment. And I thought it was a good thing
music
to do.
is about building bridges, isn't it? And you know, connecting emotion, and it's good to, it's a language in itself, isn't it? Because you latch onto a particular emotion. So you talked about wanting to do Eurovision twice for the UK and the Netherlands, but you ended up doing it once. But one thing you did do twice was being a spokesperson, 2004 and 2008.
That's true. Yeah. And I did. Yeah, and that was sort of a nerve-wracking thing to do.
Really?
I thought, even more than singing. Because you're like, okay, now we're going, and how do I pronounce those countries, and what do I say, and
do I say it in the French version or the English?
But it's, of course, once you're into the family, the Eurovision family, and you know, people ask you to do those things. It's nice. It's good.
And we're so glad that you're still with us. We have actually interviewed you before in Stubal at Eurovision Live Concert. You see, it's too many gigs. There's only so much you can remember. Do you have a message for your fans on wiwibloggs, please?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm so happy that the Eurovision fans are still, you know, loving me and embracing me.
How can we not?
Yeah, and you know, I'm very grateful that I did it, and that people still love me to sing everywhere, and I love it too, so let's do that a lot.
I think we should have a little sing out, shall we?
Oh, okay.
I think maybe we should wrap it. I'm joking. Give me
one more night, give me one more day, now and forever, baby, come what may. One more night, give me one more day, let me hold you now and please stay. One more night.
Amen. Hallelujah. Miss Esther Hart, Netherlands, 2003, but still very much 2018, performing at the Eurostarz. She's gorgeous. See you later. Bye.